Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors at Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. I really appreciate you joining me today. And these stories come from the West Midlands. The first story is from Birmingham and the second one is from Coventry. I'd like to thank everybody that sent me the video of our story that featured on the Breakfast Club in America, a New York radio station, about the Bradford man and his wife that made pornos with chickens.
Scarcity Studios. I'm gonna let them tell y'all why Rahane has been sentenced to prison for 3 years, because you're not gonna believe it from me.
A care worker who was described as warped and had a sexual fantasy with his wife where he fulfilled having sex with chickens in the basement of their home. Thank you to everybody that has supported the channel this far, and I hope you continue to do so. The main story is the double murder, but before we talk about that, news that broke yesterday of a serious stabbing and arson on Knowle Road in the Birmingham area just after Stratford Road. On Monday, October the 26th. I've got to shout out Birmingham Mail reporter Charlotte Paxton for her good reporting on this. I don't usually reference Birmingham Mail, but she did some really good work on this, so credit where it's due. The police were called initially to reports of a serious stabbing and a car on fire in a residential street in Birmingham. One man was stabbed multiple times and he was found at the scene and treated by police. There is a cordon on Knowle Road and the burnt out car is in the middle of it. A 24-year-old man, they said, was stabbed and his car was set alight on a Sparkhill street. The victim is believed to have been stabbed multiple times, and police and paramedics arrived and a number of cars were found to be on fire as well. The stabbed victim remains in hospital and detectives and forensic officers were on the scene trying to gather evidence on what happened. Footage emerged last night of the car on fire as paramedics closed off the main road. 3 cars were gutted, they said. So initially, early on in the report, they said 1 car. Now it has become 3. The road was still cornered off on Tuesday the 27th of October, that is today, and they said he was beaten before he was stabbed. Police are doing CCTV door-to-door inquiries and they have bags of evidence that they have collected as well. The burnt out cars are on the junction of Stratford Road, and there is a blue tent also in the incident area, and local businesses have been told they can't use the car park nearby. And the pictures show the 3 cars, 2 cars that are in the centre of the street, and one looks like it's just stationary parked up, potentially belonging to a neighbour. A resident said she was sleeping and heard a big bang, like a crash, and there was a fire. They called 999 and the police were already on their way. They came outside and there was armed police, ambulance and 2 fire engines. They were treating a man down the road for multiple injuries. So this is the latest in a spate of different incidents in that side of Birmingham as well. So I'm glad this man was not fatally injured, and I hope he makes a full recovery. And we'll definitely keep you updated if there's any progression in that story. And in relation to the main story of this video, it's about the double murder investigation that's been launched in Coventry. The story initially broke on Sunday the 25th of October. Julie Williams, 58 years old, was found in a flat at Emily Smith House, Riley Square in Coventry, just before 11 PM. Concerns were raised for her welfare by friends. Her cause of death is yet to be established and the post-mortem is due to take place tomorrow, but they did declare initially it was a murder straight away. Officers are trying to find her son, David Williams, 32 years old, who lived with his mother, they say also. He was last seen on the 20th of October and reported missing to police on the 24th of October. Mr. Williams is being treated as a missing person and was not a suspect in his mother's death. Detective Inspector Jim Mahan from the homicide team said, "We are trying to establish exactly what happened to Julie and are working to understand if her son's disappearance is in any way linked to her murder." And that was the initial report yesterday. And then today, breaking news about an hour ago, on the 27th of October, they announced that this single murder investigation had become a double murder investigation. They discovered a man's body at a flat in Coventry on the 26th of October. And a manhunt was immediately launched to find a man called Anthony Russell, who they believe is responsible for both the murders. The man was subsequently named as David Williams, the son of the first victim. He was found in a flat in Riley Square also, but I believe it was a different one to the one his mother was found in. And they reiterate that he was reported missing on the 24th. His mother, Julie Williams, was found at her flat just before 11 PM on the 25th. And the cause of both deaths have yet to be established. And post-mortems are due to take place in due course. The wanted man Russell, aged 28, of no fixed abode, has links to Coventry, and he is sought in connection to the two murders. It's thought he may have travelled to Plymouth, Devon or Cornwall, and they are appealing for any information about his whereabouts. They say he's very dangerous and not to approach him. A 36-year-old man has also been arrested on conspiracy to commit murder, and he is currently in custody. Detective Inspector Jim Mahan again said, "These deaths are very sad and our thoughts are with David and Julie's family at this difficult time. Our investigation continues at a significant pace, but we need to find Russell as soon as possible." This is a fast developing story and still quite a mystery as to what the potential motive is or the current state mentally of Russell. So my condolences to the family of the victims David and Julie, and please pay respects in the comments. I really want to hear what you have to say on these stories, and again thank you for all your continued support for the channel, and please don't forget to follow us online, and don't forget you can tweet us stories or at us on Instagram and we will repost yours. Peace.